I am so excited to be filming this video. I love libraries so much. I have used them since I was a kid. I want to be a librarian. Obviously, I'm very pro-library. And I want to make this video because I know that as both a patron and someone who works in a library, there are some things about libraries that patrons might not know about. And so I just wanted to put this together to share some of my favorite things about libraries that you may not know. So the first thing that I want to share is something that you may know if you have been to a library recently, but libraries have lots of things that aren't books. We have lots of additional resources. We have DVDs, CDs, video games, laptops that you can check out, hotspots, vinyl. We have lots of different materials, and I would highly recommend going to your local library's website or visiting in person to ask about what resources they have, because they likely have a lot of resources other than books. And these are just physical resources. I'm going to talk about some online resources in a minute. So the next two things that I wanted to talk about are related to how you can make the library work for you. So especially if you're at a smaller library, they might not have what you're looking for. And that's okay because libraries have systems where you can request for the library to purchase a particular item. Oftentimes this is on their website, but you can also go in person to ask if they have some different procedure. Additionally, if for whatever reason they're unable to purchase the item, you are able to request an interlibrary loan copy of the book. And so they will get it from a different library and they will deliver it to your branch of choice, which can be really amazing, especially for books that might not be as popular, or they might be translated works. For whatever reason, they're not available at your local library. So the last point that I wanted to make in the books department is that you should ask us for book recommendations. You can either go to your library's website, and sometimes they have a form that you can fill out, and a librarian will give you personalized book recommendations based on your form. Or you can just go to a local library and ask a library staff member for a recommendation. That is one of the things that we are there for. So please, please, please make use of that. I personally love providing reader's advisory, which is what we call it, and it's a great opportunity for us to get to flex our library skills and for you to get to talk to someone who's very knowledgeable in that area. All right, now I want to talk about some online resources because libraries have tons of online resources. So just to name a few, we have Overdrive or Libby. Most libraries have this at this point. It's basically a service that lets you check out ebooks or audiobooks with your library card. I have loved using this. I used it even pre-pandemic. It's very convenient, and a lot of libraries have a service called Skip the Line, which means that you can get popular books that have really, really long hold lists, and you can get that book right now. You get it for a limited checkout period. It's usually 7 days, but you are able to read the book now. And you can still keep your place in the hold line if you want to get it started and then finish it up when you get to actually check out the book for a full period, usually something like 3 weeks. I love that. I troll the skip the line list daily, sometimes multiple times a day, just to see if anything new and exciting has appeared so that I can just snatch it up and give it a read. Hoopla is also a great resource. It's very similar to Overdrive and Libby in that it has ebooks and audiobooks, but it also has some movie and TV options as well. Speaking of movies and TV, your library might have a Canopy subscription, which allows you to check out movies and TV shows for a limited period of time. Your library may also have other resources. The library I work at has an amazing resource called Mango, which is a language learning software. So even if your library doesn't have that particular resource, it is definitely worth checking the website or going in person to ask about other online resources that they have. Speaking of online resources, libraries have a lot of subscription databases that you can access either in person at the library, or sometimes you can access them at home. For instance, lots of libraries, including the one I work at, have New York Times subscriptions, so you don't have to pay for your own individual subscription, and you can access it online, so you don't necessarily have to visit in person to use the newspaper. Additionally, there are lots of other databases such as JSTOR and other academic journals. And finally, I want to share one of my personal favorites, which is lots and lots of libraries have museum or cultural passes, which means you can go to your local library and you can check out an admission ticket to a local museum or other local attraction. For instance, I had a library that I went to when I was living in Vermont that had local ski passes that you could check out for the day so you wouldn't have to pay admission to go skiing. And this is a great opportunity to be able to immerse yourself in your local community and take advantage of different cultural opportunities around you. All right, and that's about all that I have. Please let me know in the comments if there are other things about your local library that you wish people knew. I hope this resource was helpful. It was a blast putting it together. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!